If you don't do these, just get out. Bye. Don't even want to talk to you. Clock out. Today we're going to discuss the 4 cocktails that define you as a bartender. You've heard of all 4 of these drinks: the old-fashioned, the martini, the margarita, and the daiquiri. But did you know that it's about so much more than what's in the glass? It's about how you describe them, how you sell them, how you give them to somebody who knows that they like theirs just so, and how you get someone to try one who's never had it before. If you master these, you master the language. If you don't know these, your whole deal is shaky. And again, it's about more than the ingredients of the cocktail. It's about the contents of your heart and soul, because that's what hospitality is. So the old-fashioned is more than a cocktail. It's a bit of a character check. Can you slow down? Can you respect simplicity? Can you amplify the spirit without hiding it? All right, so we're gonna need our base. Traditionally is going to be bourbon. The cool kids like to do rye. So let's say a guy walks into your bar. He's had a million old fashions. He wants something with the old fashioned template. He wants to enjoy it as much as a classic old fashioned, but he doesn't want it the same. And base spirit is where you can switch things up and have a little fun. The easiest switch is just to do the original, go with the rye. If you really want to impress your guests, let's start with the main part of our cocktail, because what is an old fashioned? An old fashioned was originally called what? The whiskey cocktail. And what is a cocktail? It is a stimulating blend of alcohol, bitters, sugar, and water. And you know what I think the most important? I usually do a healthy 4 dashes of Angostura bitters. We're gonna switch this up for our regular. So we're gonna do 2 dashes Regan's Orange, 2 dashes Angostura. We've already opened up the flavor just a little bit. We usually would do simple syrup. We're gonna do half raw sugar, so about 1/4 ounce of that. And we're going to do a shy 1/4 ounce of maple syrup. Shout out to Vermont, shout out to Connecticut. We run the maple world, who run the world? Maple. And your guest is gonna be looking like, what's he doing? Everyone at the bar is gonna be like, what's he doing? What's he doing? Oh goodness, he got all this stuff. Now, our base spirit. We do 2 ounces. Let's get a nice ounce Nelson Brothers Classic. I highly advise you try this bourbon. It's a blend of some amazing barrels. It's going to stand up to your Maker's Mark, to your Basil Hayden, to your Knob Creek. It's at a nicer price, and it's made by some awesome people. Now, since this is somebody who knows what they're doing and has had plenty of cocktails, we about to hit them with what they call the Bach gun. This right here, Old Overholt 114. Old Overholt Traditional is 86 proof. For a while, they had a bottled in bond that I still have never tried, and that makes me really sad. If anyone can find bottled in bond Old Overholt, please share it with me. We're down to 20. As you silently do this, you're communicating something. I know what I'm doing. I know what you like. I care about you. That orange swath. See this right here? No, leave my bar if that's what you do. You're gonna take this thing all the way here, and then I think I did this because I'm not an athlete, and this is the only time I get to do motions like that and not fall on the ground. Place that orange swath at 2 o'clock, right? Now you see what I just did? That little bit of yuckity yuck there. I should have some scissors back here to just lop that off. But I don't have scissors. I'm not gonna go get scissors. This guest requested that he doesn't want a maraschino cherry because I ain't got nothing down here. So this is our holiday regulars old fashioned. When the guest orders a martini, we wish we could reach for gin, especially Highclere Castle, lovely, made with botanicals at the place that Downton Abbey was filmed. They're great people. Shout out to Adam, Renee, and the crew. Holla. We wish we reach for this every time, but we can't. Why can't we? Because a prevailing amount of people really enjoy vodka. And you know what we say to that? If you like it, I love it. Now, I am a gin foot soldier, and I'm for sure gonna make sure you try some gin. I'm gonna make you a little snack martini on the side, but I'm gonna give the people what they want. And what the people want is the Suburban Alcohol Delivery System, the SADS, and that is 3 ounces of cold, chilled vodka, maybe with some olive juice going on in there. If someone wants that, treat them right. The way I show hospitality with pretty much just cold vodka, not very exciting. I like to find vodkas that are interesting, Canadian glacier water. Listen, they may be lying. I don't think they are. This is a true product made by some true people, sold by some true people. Shout out to my guy, Josh. Well made at an amazing value. This is just what you want from a vodka. Smooth, rich on the palate. If you love oysters, just a beautiful, clean product. Because you love your guest, you will make them a vodka martini if they ask. You will not make fun of them, period. I gotta show you, our guest likes ice chips in their martini. Maybe our guest likes their martini extra cold. Maybe they like their liquor bruised, because that's what we say happens when you shake spirits without juice. It won't break. It's a nice mixing glass and it won't break because it's stainless steel. And tonight I'm in a rush, so I can't break nothing. So we're gonna do our 3 ounces, add our ice. Now, this is what we do. I don't want to shake my martini because you know what's going to happen when I shake my martini? That bartender from down the street that I'm kind of silently competing with all the time, that we're kind of having knowledge wars with, he's going to walk in as soon as I'm shaking a martini and he's going to tell everybody. My heart can't take that. But my guest wants a really, 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 really cold vodka martini. So what do? I think we've talked about how to stir. Nicely, you just wipe along the edge in a nice motion. No, put it in the center and put a hurting on that liquor. You understand me? What was our point here? To get a cocktail as cold as if you shook it without shaking. That's the ice chips, okay? To make our guests happy. We don't want to debate with them what is in their glass. We just want to make sure that it tastes as good or better as the last time they had one. And when you do this, someone who mixes their own at home, they're going to love you. Chilled vodka martini. Know it, love it, and your guests will love you. We're not in the booze business, we're in the reaction business. When you can give a guest something that exceeds their expectations, teaches them something new, without making them feel dumb, you have written the book on perfect service and hospitality. This is how you communicate the simple beauty of cocktails. You want a daiquiri? Sure. All right, let's go. And they're like, what? What? It's easy. You can make it at home. Do 2 ounces of this, white rum, 1 ounce of this, fresh lime, 3/4 ounce simple syrup. Weigh your simple syrup. Don't do it by volume. And don't put it in the shaker tin, apparently. Talking shit about, Lord have mercy. Let's try. I don't know when it happened. I don't know why it happened. But over the last 10 years, there's a consensus between almost everybody in the drinking world that the margarita is for all seasons, for all times, and for all people who are over 21 and consume responsibly. Margarita is such a simple, beautiful thing, and it's so easy to make right. And every year, there's another place that decides to stop serving people turpentine, that decides to stop using citrus cocaine, aka powdered sour mix, and they start using fresh lime, agave, a triple sec that's not the worst. And my standard for a tequila is it has at least a score of 78 on Tequila Matchmaker. If you want to learn tequila and mezcal, I gotta stop saying mezcal like that. It's really douchey. If you want to learn tequila and mezcal, you want to use Tequila Matchmaker. I heard Tequila Matchmaker was getting like shut down by, there's a big tequila lobby that wants them gone because they got some of the biggest brands are rated under 75 by them. There are 2 or 3 really big tequila brands and they ain't got good ratings at all. For your margarita, this is something else to talk to your guest about. Listen, Cascabel, reasonably new to the market. A beautiful Blanco tequila. You've got your lime, you've got your pepper, you've got your nice mouthfeel, you've got your salinity. It stands up in a cocktail. It is absolutely beautiful. If you DM me, I can tell you where to get this for under $20. Are you kidding me? Shout out to Murphy Distributors. Shout out to my man Josh. Listen, you making it happen with this right here. Shout out to my man Andres. Y'all doing the Lord's work with this product. So, the Margarita, loved by many. A word of advice: if there's a drink on your menu that's different from a margarita, but it has tequila in it, call it a margarita, unless you don't like making money. It's just the way it is. Fight me. So, our guest wants a margarita. And we want to make one classic, but punch it up just a little something, right? Just a little something. We want to just do a little bit to that thing. So, we're going to use the standard components for a margarita. Somebody took my Combier. I had a big ass bottle of Combier down here. Somebody took it. Lord have mercy. Combier is my favorite orange liqueur to use, but we can rock with Cointreau. Honestly, the best orange liqueur to use, half mixed. Your normal cheap triple sec, half of this. It brings the ABV down to where everybody will love it, and it also gives the margarita aficionado something to think about, right? So, and what else do we need? We need to act like agave, damn. We need the agave. And most of all, what don't we need? Sour mix. Another thing, ho. Do not put orange juice in your margarita unless somebody asks for it, because I'm sick of my girl coming home complaining. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. She even asks. And people always come back talking about, oh, it's our signature. It didn't say signature. I asked for a margarita. Some people use their menus like other people use ex-hamster. Like, it's more about pleasuring themselves than giving pleasure to others. With your menu, be a giver. Give pleasure to others. I digress. I mean, you know what we're doing here, right? You really, if you want, can leave the orange liqueur out of the equation and just do 1 ounce, 2 ounces, life will be good. But we'll do a normal 1/4 ounce here. A guest will see you do this and be like, what in the G Willikers is going on? 1/2 ounce of the OG triple sec, whatever's cheapest. Whatever triple sec will get you more of the bourbon that you want is the triple sec you should stock your bar with. Punch it up, a little bit of Cointreau. Lime juice, which I should have done already, and I ain't. Now I done. Nectar of the gods. Cascabel. You know what to do. Make it do what it do. And this is where we wow. A little bit, and don't even say a word, just do it. Mandarin Napoleon. So I know you've heard of Grand Marnier. There are probably 60 different French cognac-based orange liqueurs. This is a lovely one made with mandarin oranges. A little float over the top, especially during the cold season, during the holidays. It's gonna make people happy, I promise. The way that the lime looks that you put on this cocktail determines your character. You can judge a good amount of your worth as a bartender by the quality of lime that ends up on your beverage. Now, some bars, citrus is prohibitive. Let's say citrus is real expensive and your boss wants you to do the little nasty slices. I would start going dehydrated. At least let it look pretty. Do a dehydrated lime before you do a little stupid nasty one. Now, this glass is cute, right? But it's little, right? It's little. So I always keep a couple funky glasses behind the bar, or I get a wine carafe, and this is what I do for my guest. I put their little extra love right on the side, and you serve that to somebody, and they're gonna love you. They're gonna love you. They're gonna love you. Cocktails are your handshake. They're your calling card. They're your credibility in a glass. These 4 cocktails are your vocabulary. They're your handshake. They're your credibility. We just found some simple ways to bring up the production value of each and make a real connection with your guest. Gaz Regan, the writer of The Joy of Mixology and a bunch of other amazing books, a revolutionary in our industry, and the man who inspired me to care a little more and be mindful behind the bar. Call these techniques a little bit of business. Just add a little bit of business to each cocktail, add a little bit of heart and soul to every serve, and even as it gets insane during the holiday season, you are going to thrive, you're going to make amazing cocktails, and you're going to make awesome connections. I need you to do something for me. I need you to drink tequila that is rated highly on Tequila Matchmaker. I need you to eat some collard greens before the end of the year, and I need you to have some black eyed peas on New Year's. I need you to listen to Temptations Christmas songs, the other rain, and I need you to think about how you can make somebody else's life a little brighter today by not throwing knives, probably. My name is Khalid Williams. This is The Barrel Age, Drinks That Matter, People Who Care. Shout out to Wayno116. For those who rock with me, you know how we do it. For those who don't, eventually you will. You need your rocks glass. I always say the last thing that goes in your glass is ice. I was wrong. I learned something new today from Hell Queen Cocktails. Shout out to Hell Queen. When you're doing a cocktail that you serve down, which means you stir it right in the glass, you get a piece of ice that fits, and you start off with your ice in the glass. How many times? Can we do this in 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15? Yeah, there we go. You inspired me to really go out on my own and do something dope. Follow Wayno. Follow I'll Do It Myself. YouTube, all platforms. We started with our old-fashioned classic, changed up our base spirit, switched up how we sweetened it. Followed that up with our judgment-free vodka martini. Chilled vodka straight up if we must. Be that specific. The classic simplicity of the daiquiri. And finally, the margarita with just a little bit of extra effort and love for our guests. Some fresh ingredients, tequila that they'd love to buy themselves, and mixed with a bit of a orange liqueur float, something cooler than Grand Marnier, if you will. I'm dope, you dope, peace.